You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm fantastic.
Hi.
Fantastic.
I believe you. You're wincing in pain as you say that. I'm great.
Well, I've been, watching, I'm a news freak because, I'm an award-winning investigative reporter.
Trophy
so
right
spend
there
a lot of time in the news. Yeah, and there's just, they've gone from, branching out from just, hey, your health, your physical health, to, what about your mental health?
Oh, yeah.
That got me thinking, quite honestly, last night I got kind of bleak, kind of depressing.
Oh, why? What happened?
In my world, it just did. Well, I live by myself.
Yeah, and
by choice, because I'm a loner. I've been working on my manifesto for about 15 years.
One step away from a hermit.
I threw on the TV and then I was immediately uplifted.
Oh, what happened?
It was a commercial. A lot of national advertisers now have really changed course on how they're getting the word out. And I had no idea that Japanese automaker, all I need to do is pick up the phone and I can be set up with genuine Toyota parts and service. And I'm good.
See,
over the phone.
I belong because we're family.
Little bit of sunshine.
I no longer need to go
day.
in and talk to the parts guy. I can just call him.
I don't know, man. It was very welcoming, and there was a moment.
And I needed to hear that.
I did, and I had to grab a tissue, and I got a little weepy. And I go, thanks, Toyota.
Nice.
Keep in mind, I drive a Jeep and a Ford Mustang, so I have no use for them. But
got a bunch of headlamps in my living room.
That was pretty cool. Here we go. This happens to be National Administrative Professionals Day. Started out as Secretary's Day, this day back in 1952.
Cool.
So there you go. Queen Elizabeth the Tooth II is 93 today. She still rocks. She cracks me up. We party. Iggy Pop, big fan of Iggy. He's 72 today. In fact, We Run. I love that song from, 1986? Real Wild Child, Wild One.
Yeah, Wild One.
Great tune. Robert Smith, lead guy for The Cure, is 60 today.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I love this story very, very, very much because there just is no new sports going on, but it was this day in 1977. I loved Billy Martin. What a lunatic. Billy Martin, then manager of the New York Yankees, literally started a ball game because he's a lunatic. He pulled his starting lineup out of a hat.
Really?
Yeah, usually it's very methodical and it's all done beforehand. Yeah, and you've got a 40-player roster, and he just jerked names out of it.
Did they do okay?
Yeah, they beat the Blue Jays 8-6. Just a random drawing.
I think there's some games where they pull them instead of out of a hat, they just pull them out of the audience, don't they?
Sometimes. And this is for $1 million, you guys.
Oh, hey,
$1 million, musical question.
All right.
This day, 1984. Michael Jackson's album Thriller was knocked out of the number one slot after 37 weeks by...
1984.
1984.
We Are the World.
Nope, was an album. Soundtrack, there's a hint.
Footloose.
Heidi! I feel so bad about not having $1 million. But I'd rather owe it to you than cheat you out of it. Because I'm a stand-up guy.
Over here in this IOU drawer that I have. He owes me $19 million
She
right now.
nails it. Very impressive. Very nice.
Someday I'll be settling up with the Dan Farris estate.
There you go.
I've got a whole drawer full of IOUs.
That's it. Right here. He signed
They are
them.
notarized.
And they're notarized.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour, brought to you in part by $1.25 Notary.
There's been a lot of chatter lately about notaries. Seems they all offer the best deal. But ask yourself, when it comes to notarizing, is the cheapest really the best? Here at $1.25 Notary, we pride ourselves on having the best notaries in the industry. Every member of the $1.25 Notary team has earned Masters of Notary degrees from the best notary colleges and universities in the country. In fact, year after year, the notaries at $1.25 Notary are ranked in the top 10% of all notaries in the National Registry of Notable Notaries. So, sure, $1.25 Notary may cost a little more, but aren't you and your family worth it? $1.25 Notary. Call 933-1980. That's 933-1980. Ask for Heidi Jean. Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Oh, good morning, Smalls. John, how are you? Whatever, Heidi. I tell you what, I'm no photographer, but I can sure picture me and you together. You know, I'm a kidder. Hey, lots of things going on. We're going to talk just a little bit of business. I know this is Critter Corner, and I normally deliver the goods, but, you know, sometimes you got to do a little housekeeping, too, to keep things rocking and rolling. You know, been a long, and in my estimate, a long overdue push to buy American.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
We here at Ranger Dan Enterprises feel strongly, being a subsidiary of Ranger Dan Global, we do a lot of things that maybe you're not aware about, and I would just like to take this time to remind you that all Ranger Dan official merchandise, from those great Ranger Dan hats, badges, and tasers, right down to Ranger Dan s'mores in a can, are all American-made in my state-of-the-art manufacturing plant just south of Vermilion in Guadalajara, Mexico.
That is, in all fairness, that is North America.
Now, it's sad me to have to report that earnings from Ranger Dan merchandise is down about 40% over the past month or so. And keep in mind that profits from the sales of Ranger Dan merchandise goes directly to nonprofit efforts like the Ranger Dan New Boat Fund. And to produce the terrific programming that you and your family have come to love, like the one you're listening to right now.
Nice.
Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Yeah.
Now, if you've received, say, a $1,200 stimulus check recently, or perhaps more if you have minor children, you know, just donating even 50% of that to me. We can continue to bring you our great products and programming.
Yeah.
If we don't do it, who will?
That is true.
Right now, any donation of $1,000 or more,
Get you 5%.
you might receive an official Ranger Dan canvas tote.
Nice.
Oh!
Allow 23 to 51 weeks for delivery. That's all the time we have this morning, little Radio Rangers. You know the drill. What doesn't kill you just makes you stronger. Except for bears. Bears will kill you every time. This is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me. Yes, sir.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. Mr. Dan Farris back in the studio. I heard some wincing pain.
I'll be fine.
You okay over there?
I'll be
Did you sit
fine.
on something, or what happened there?
Woo!
The news desk needs some Valium or something?
I busted out a little bit of yard work the other day, and
How'd that go for you?
really well.
Really well.
Really.
I'm doing great.
Doing fantastic. Let's hang a little left here on Water Cooler Talk, because normally we do our thing. We talk about what's happening in the big city, what's happening, blah, blah, blah. But I've noticed, if anybody on Facebook, there are just a whole lot of people that are spending more time at home. And if they have pets, they're spending a lot more time with their doggies.
Yeah.
Now, you guys have kind of dogs.
We have 2 dogs.
2 dogs.
And they are poodle?
Yeah, they
mixed with
both
Chihuahua.
Yeah, one is toy poodle Chihuahua, the other is toy poodle Maltese.
Okay.
They're just tiny.
They're old.
There's something. Mitchie and Marky.
Mitty and Miley.
Right, man, whatever. What's interesting is you've had them for like 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
And their names are what?
Mandy and Miley.
And I can say Mitchie or Marky and they'll come.
They now answer to that as well.
Yeah.
I called for them the other day. They weren't listening. When I said that, they both perked up.
Brings me to the list of what experts consider to be the top 10 smartest dog breeds
Oh, yeah.
in the world.
Okay.
Ours
Some of
has
this
to be
stuff
on
I
the
knew,
list.
some actually kind of.
Okay.
At number 10, the Australian cattle dog.
Yeah, that's not us.
Yeah.
Nope, not even close. Actually, poodles is on the list.
I know
Oh,
they
nice.
are. I know poodles are very smart.
Miley would never make that list.
But your two kind of messed up the curb, or they
They
might have
did. Miley dropped the ball big time.
might have been at number 1, as a matter of fact. At number 9, and I can vouch for this, the Rottweiler.
Oh, yeah.
I actually had a Rottweiler German Shepherd mix
Yeah.
named Bomber, who was just absolutely a trip and a
They're
half.
smart
So,
dogs, yeah.
Yep, they're not just nasty to look at. They're they can do algebra.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what this is. It's called a Papillon.
Oh, yeah. I've
Oh,
heard
yeah,
of
I
them.
know what those are.
It looks like what?
They're adorable.
What was Gizmo? That movie with the
Gremlins.
Yeah. It looks like a
Yeah.
gremlin.
Kind of does, yeah.
Huh,
Yeah, they're
kind
adorable.
of foofy.
Foofy.
And they reference it as the first toy breed to crack the top 10.
Ooh, nice.
As far as smarts go. So
Okay.
there you go, kind of a cutie. The Labrador Retriever
Yeah, those are
is
smart.
at number 7. as
I would
far
agree
as
with
smart.
that.
Yeah, those are always pretty cool. Never had a problem with the lab. Oh, let's see. Shetland Sheepdog. Kind of looks like Lassie. Think Lassie, but a little bit smaller.
Okay.
All right, you with me?
Yeah.
All righty. A little smaller than collies and a little bit brighter, too. At number 5, this surprises me. I like them, but Doberman Pinscher.
Okay.
Our neighbor, I think, has one of those.
Not the mini pennies. The mini pennies think they're big,
Oh, yeah.
which
Yeah.
kind of negates them from being
Right.
really smart.
Okay.
Right.
There you go. They got kind of that Napoleon complex going on. Number 4, the Golden Retriever.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous animals.
That's pretty standard.
Now, you guys have 2 poodles, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
2 little toy poodles?
Yep.
Okay, we haven't heard mention of those yet, have we?
Not yet.
Yes.
Nope. Third smartest dog breed on the planet is the German Shepherd.
Oh.
Okay.
Which is why you'll see a lot of times they great service dogs, great police
Absolutely,
dogs,
yeah.
things like that.
Super smart.
Medical assistance dogs. Yeah, they're pretty cool too. At number 2,
Yeah.
it's the poodle.
Oh, nice.
And I knew poodles were
Poodles are
smart.
very smart.
Our
yeah.
dog.
Smartest dog I have ever owned was a little poodle named Susie. I mean, she was just a genius.
Yeah, very smart
It was
dogs.
crazy. I'm almost positive she took my car once.
Well, we got 2. One that's probably in
We've
that
got
list,
toy poodles.
and one that's not so smart.
They
so she's
they do not make the cut.
not
I
helping
don't
the
think.
list.
Yeah, and number 2. What do you think number 1 is? Smartest dog breed on the planet. We've covered pretty much all the bigs here.
How about, let me think here. Would it be Russell Terrier?
It is not. It is
Jack Russell
the
Terrier?
Border Collie.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh.
good.
The Border Collie. Yep,
Nice.
I've seen those worked out too. So yeah, pretty cool list. I just wasn't familiar with that Papillon thing. So there you go. You find yourself at home, you're with your doggy, whatever the case may be. And I should find this out. I'm not sure how they're operating things at like the Humane Society as far as rescuing animals.
One of the
these
things-
days, so.
I wonder
I don't
if
know
they
how
even
it is
still
here.
have any.
Here's the thing. We read a story in
places are
Chicago.
out.
They ran out of
Yeah.
animals.
Which
because
is wonderful.
People were
It's
all
wonderful.
adopting
You're
them.
kidding me.
No,
Yeah,
they,
no, this is
they
happening
had
all
never
over the
happened
country.
before.
The shelters they're empty.
Oh, I'll be darned.
People
Yeah.
are home and they're like, you know what? I'm going to be home. I'm going to get a friend, and they go and adopt an
Yeah,
animal.
it's
So I don't
really
know
cool. I think
how
it's
that's
great. But
going here, that'd be awesome if we were all out of cats and dogs. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
I would.
I'm going to give them a call, see what's going on.
Yeah, we'll have to check in. That maybe if that's the case, that could be our bright spot coming
That
up.
could be.
Fantastic.
We do have our bright spot of news coming your way after this. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Anybody else about ready for a vacation?
This October, we're going to Cancun for an amazing event called The Sands.
Awesome music from Billy Idol, Belinda Carlisle, Cheap Trick, and so many more.
This event happens at the end of October, so when everything blows over, we're all going to need a vacation. So join us for this one.
We've been to this event the last 3 years, met some amazing people, and it is so much fun.
Get all of the information and get your spot reserved to join us at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Time now for a bright spot of news, and I'm super excited to visit with Matt Luke. Matt is with a company called Complete Media, but right now we're actually talking about food for Sioux Empire kids. Matt, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, John. How are you?
I'm fantastic. First of all, thank you so much for doing what you're doing. For people that are unfamiliar with Food for Sioux Empire kids, let's talk about how this got started and what you guys are actually doing.
Yeah, so the first day school got called off, I thought to myself, wow, I'm going to have to stock the fridge for my kids because we don't have any food in the fridge, and they eat school lunch every day. And then it came to my mind that, you know what, there are kids that rely on that school lunch every day to get a meal, and even the breakfast as well, too. And so our family got together. We thought, how could we help? And we packed about 40 sack lunches for kids, put a sign on the door, started a Facebook group page, and those 40 lunches went out the door right away the first day. From there, we have grown into almost 6,000 meals a week, and it's just truly amazing what the community has come together to do and to help the kids that don't have access or transportation to the schools or the bus stops for lunches.
This is a fantastic thing that you guys are doing, and I know it's not just one person. We appreciate you taking the time to chat with us. How many people are involved now in this project?
Yeah, so as we've grown, we've created a lot of momentum. We actually connected with Mark Fonder and Hungry Hearts and the Boys and Girls Club of the Sioux Empire, and we've done some amazing things with those combined efforts so that we have about 15 people packing the lunches each week. And those are distributed on Monday and Tuesday for the week, and each child in the family gets 7 meals. And then we have about 150 volunteers delivering almost 300 to 300 families on Mondays and Tuesdays.
That is fantastic. Now, for people listening that are going, boy, I would really like to help with something like this, are you still looking for volunteers?
Yes. It's always a constant effort to look for those volunteers. We appreciate everybody who helps out, but people have limited time. It's a little more challenging times to get out and about now. So, yes, if you have a calling to help deliver food, we'd sure love for people to sign up, and they can sign up on our website at foodforsekids.com. So, Food for SE Kids, which is short for Sioux Empire Kids.
And again, Food for Sioux Empire Kids is the group on Facebook as well. I'll throw a link to the website and to that group on our Facebook page. And again, if people would like to sign up to get meals, how do they do that? Is it the same way?
Same website. There's a sign-up form for meals, and any family with children in the home that can't get to the pickup locations around town, that's what we're here to help provide and help fill that need.
Well, again, thank you so much for doing what you're doing, sir. I appreciate that a bunch.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Again, Matt Luke, he's with Complete Media in downtown Sioux Falls. And again, the program that they started last month, and the thing is just taken off, Food for Sioux Empire Kids. And again, their website, foodforsekids.com. And I've got a link to all of the information at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
It's a tough time, but we will get through this together. If you have the means, we encourage you to participate in the gift card challenge. That's a simple thing you can do to help people around you. Just buy a gift card from one of your favorite local businesses, then use it when things get back to normal. Or be a rock star and give it to someone working on the front lines to keep us safe. Either way, when you buy the gift card, post a photo on social media with #GiftCardChallenge. Learn more at giftcardchallenge.org.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities fabulous. I'm gonna tip my hat to a whole lot of celebrities. A whole lot of celebrities in the past month have really stepped up and done some very good things with our current situation, and I begrudge nobody who's kind of chiming on in here. And in case you missed it, the One World Together at Home extravaganza concert was the other night.
Was that the Lady Gaga thing?
That was the Lady Gaga thing. In fact, it was Saturday night. The ratings are in. More than 14 million people checked it out.
That's really cool.
On the U.S. network television. In fact, ABC, NBC, and CBS all pitched on this. It was like an 8-hour deal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it kind of went on and on and on and on and on. And 34-year-old superstar Lady Gaga, I just call her Ga. We're kind of tight. And she calls me Duh. So the world's biggest stars were Elton John pitched in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Unique concert featured at-home performances at mid with what's going on. They're switching hosts around depending on the network. You could catch Jimmy Kimmel doing his bit, or Jimmy Fallon, or Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
And in case you're wondering, it raised right around $128 million.
Nice.
For the WHO.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, I'm not
as if there aren't things
sure where
here
it's
in
going.
this country where that money could have been needed right here at home.
Well, there's just a whole lot of dough flying around here and there and everywhere.
But wasn't it global?
Whatever.
Wasn't it all over the place? So there were other people in other places that were giving too, right?
All to the WHO.
Okay.
Yeah.
The COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund for the World Health Organization apparently
so it was specifically for that fund then.
A lot of it was, as far as I can tell here.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, there you go.
I did not donate.
I was going to say, I could tell by the way that you chimed in on that, it didn't seem as though Heidi was scratching out a check for that. But
no.
There are a lot of great organizations, and I think we've got some really good things in Sioux Falls. So for folks around here that want to contribute, there's so many great things. And Dan, thank you for coming in, sir.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
There's one fund called the One Sioux Falls Fund. That's one that's in Sioux Falls. There's also the Ranger Dan Boat Fund.
Yes.
That's another one.
I've heard good things.
I don't know
that's
how
one
that's
of my
tied.
favorites.
Don't know how that's tied to anything legitimate, but I keep hearing about it. Just like I keep hearing about our sponsor for today's program, $1.25 or $1.25 notaries. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
$1.25.
How is that so hard?
I know. $1.25 notaries.
It's $1.25. It's $1, 2 dimes, and a nickel.
Whoever it is, here they are.
There's been a lot of chatter lately about notaries. Seems they all offer the best deal. But ask yourself, when it comes to notarizing, is the cheapest really the best? Here at $1.25 Notary, we pride ourselves on having the best notaries in the industry. Every member of the $1.25 Notary team has earned Masters of Notary degrees from the best notary colleges and universities in the country. In fact, year after year, the notaries at $1.25 Notary are ranked in the top 10% of all notaries in the National Registry of Notable Notaries. So, sure, $1.25 Notary may cost a little more, but aren't you and your family worth it? $1.25 Notary. Call 933-1980. That's 933-1980. Ask for Heidi Jean. Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, April 21st. The market received a shock on Monday morning when the price of oil moved down to set a new low. The new low was set despite a deal between members of OPEC to cut production and prop up those same prices. The front-month continuous contracts for West Texas Intermediate fell more than 15% to its lowest price in over 3 decades, $16.90 a barrel. Oil prices fell because there is simply too much oil available. So much available oil, in fact, that storage facilities are nearing capacity. Because the pandemic has cut so deeply into demands, this condition will persist, and so like the global oil companies need to cut back production. Regardless of the supply-demand situation with prices so low, the oil producers and the companies that service them will not be able to make money. With that in mind, no dividend in the oil patch is safe. Investors should beware of reductions and suspensions of payment over the next quarter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.